All right, let's jump right in. We're about to tackle something that, well, it flips a really common belief completely on its head. We're talking about the motivation myth, this idea that you have to feel ready before you can actually do something.
So let me ask you something. Are you waiting? For that perfect Monday or that sudden burst of inspiration to just hit you out of nowhere. We've all been there, right? We tell ourselves, oh, I'll start that big project, or I'll definitely hit the gym once I feel motivated.
And that right there, that's the heart of the myth. We've been taught our whole lives that motivation is the key, the key you need before you can even open the door to get things done. But what if I told you the key has been on the other side of that door the entire time?
This really just lays it all out, doesn't it? The myth is motivation leads to action, but the truth, the secret that really successful people understand is the complete opposite. It's action that creates motivation. The feeling you're waiting for, it doesn't come first. The work comes first.
You see, waiting for that right mood to strike, it's a total trap. And here's why. Your feelings, they're just not reliable. Your mood is always going to look for what's comfortable, what's easy. It's always going to take the path of least resistance. And here's the kicker. Your mood doesn't give a single thought to your dreams. Not at all. Okay, so what's the real price we pay for falling into this trap? Let's dig into the high cost of waiting for a feeling that honestly might never even show up. I want you to take a second and really think about this. Where were you a year ago? What was that big thing you promised yourself you were going to do? If you look around and find you're kind of in the same spot, chances are it's because you were waiting for that feeling, for that motivation that just never came. The cost of doing nothing is, well, it's going nowhere. And this quote, man, it just says it all, doesn't it? Regret is a much heavier burden than fatigue. It really gets at the two kinds of pain we face. There's the temporary burn of putting in the effort, and then there's that long-term, absolutely crushing weight of regret. Let's break that down a bit. Think about it. The burn you feel from a really tough workout or from pulling a late night to get something done. Yeah, that's gone by morning. But the burn of regret? The burn of knowing you should have tried, but you gave up on yourself. Wow, that can stick around for a lifetime. We have this image of success as this huge, shiny trophy moment, right? Like it's some giant leap. But the reality, it's so much less glamorous. It's all about the quiet, the kind of boring, the totally invisible work you put in when nobody else is even looking. It's built in the daily grind.
It really comes down to this, just 1%. Can you get just 1% better every single day? It's doing one extra rep. It's reading for 30 minutes instead of mindlessly scrolling. These tiny, consistent efforts, they don't seem like much, but they compound over time into absolutely massive results.
And I want you to start thinking about procrastination in a new way. It's not a passive thing. Every single time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, you're making an active choice. You are literally casting a vote against the person you want to become. It's a vote against your own future. All right, so we spent some time diagnosing the problem, right? The trap of waiting. Now let's get to the good stuff. Let's talk about the solution. Understanding that action itself is the engine. Action is what creates the motivation you're looking for.
So when you're staring up at some massive goal, it's so easy to feel completely overwhelmed. It's like looking at the peak of a huge mountain. The trick is to stop looking at the top. Just stop. Instead, look down at your feet. Focus only on the very next step you have to take.
And this how to build a wall idea is the perfect way to think about it. Step 1, and this is the most important part, ignore the house. Forget about the massive, overwhelming final product. Your only job right now is to find one single brick. That's the smallest possible action you can take, and put all your energy into laying that one brick perfectly. See? Success isn't about building a house all at once. It's about laying one perfect brick, and then another, and another. And you know what? This isn't just some nice metaphor. It's literally physics. Remember this from school? An object in motion tends to stay in motion. Once you take that first tiny step, you start to generate momentum. And that momentum, that is the real sustainable motivation you've been searching for all along. So really, the biggest battle you'll ever face is just starting. The hardest part of going for a run isn't the run itself. It's just putting on your shoes. The hardest part of writing isn't the words, it's just opening the dang laptop. If you can just win that first tiny battle, momentum will carry you through the rest.
So, okay, we've busted the myth, we have the solution, what's left? Well, only the single most important part of this whole thing, taking action. And your time is right now.
Listen, if you're still waiting for the stars to align, for that one perfect moment when everything is magically just right, I have to tell you, you're going to be waiting forever. Perfect circumstances, they don't exist. They're a fantasy.
So don't wait. Don't wait for the calendar to give you permission. Don't wait for some magical mood to strike you.
Get up right now. That future version of yourself, the one who is successful, healthy, fulfilled, they're waiting. They're waiting for you to finally show up for them.
Get started. Just choose one brick, one tiny step, and take it now. Because here's the final, hard truth of it all. Your good intentions, they don't matter. Your perfect plans, they don't matter either. The world doesn't care one bit about what you say you're going to do. It only, and I mean only, rewards what you actually finish.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. Forget about tomorrow, forget about next week, forget about next year. What is the one thing, the one small brick that you are going to finish today?